Hi, everyone. Fun topic on a morning. Hi, my name is Kimia, and I'm co-founder and CEO of Curvecatch, which is a sizeless marketplace for undergarments where we match people to bras through intelligent recommendations. And I'm super excited to be here today together with my co-founder. He's sitting right over there. He's our CTO and data scientist, has 2 patents. He's absolutely amazing. And I myself, I spent the past 4.5 years at Google in sales and marketing. But I think more importantly than that, I spent my entire life in my parents' lingerie shops back in Belgium. And this is where I learned that undergarments are by far the blackest duck of all fashion categories. And let me tell you why. Oh, sorry, this wasn't there. So did you know that 90% of people today shop for undergarments in store, offline? And that's almost double the amount of people shopping in store for shoes or for clothes. And the weird thing is, many people really don't like that experience. We're at a female founders conference, so is that true, ladies? Yes? Okay. So many people don't like this. Let me tell you why. You go into a shop, there's up to 150 sizes per product. Yes, 150 hanging in front of you. You go into a fitting room semi-naked, hoping no one walks in on you, and then you basically buy one that you didn't really like, but it was the only one that fit you. You get home, and it doesn't actually fit you, and it ends up on your graveyard together with 80% of the bras in your closet that you never end up wearing. The way that we try and solve this is for solving both for experience and for fit. Experience, we offer a home trial service, so users come onto our website, they fill out a short questionnaire, and then based off of that, we send them a preview of items across multiple different brands, so it's not our own products, that should all fit them in a completely sizeless way, so no more sizes, because they're inconsistent anyways. They select a few to try on at home, and then they only pay for what they want to keep, giving us feedback on the items they didn't keep. And that's how we continuously learn to also improve our fit recommendations over time. We are currently most focused on 3 target audiences, although this is a problem for most people, most women. These are people that really dislike shopping in store. That's about 50% of women. Secondly, people that just don't have the time and shop for everything else already online except for bras. And lastly, people that struggle to find the right fit. This sounds like a very small target audience, but I promise you for bras, it's actually the majority of people today. And the other alternatives that they have today, the things that they can do to find bras today, there's 3 big groups. If we start at the bottom left here, these are the traditional retail channels like a Victoria's Secret or like a Zalando, if you do already shop online, very generic, or like a Nordstrom or like a marketplace offline, or a specialty shop. And there either people sell TVs as well as bras, so they can't really help you, or it's such a specialized experience where they come into the fitting room with you that it's super awkward. Other alternative is you go to a D2C brand. Most of them are actually only in the US for now. They're amazing in terms of communication, way more inclusive than anything was before. But other than that, nothing has really changed. Nothing from fitment, nothing from experience. And then here to the bottom right, we have the amazing algorithmic avatar fit tools, which are really, really cool. Love those myself, but they really don't work for bras because they ask you to stand in your underwear, in front of a camera, twirl around 50 times, and then because you're wearing a bra, the measurement is skewed anyway. So they would actually have to ask you to stand naked, which I don't think is really an option at any point in the future. So that's how we're trying to solve this problem in a very separate way. So far, we've done 280,000 euros in revenue, and we've been able to do this with virtually no marketing spend. We've been able to keep this up at 30% month-over-month growth for the past 7 months, and May is today the 8th month, so we're really excited. And we've been able to do this with a service that users seem to really love. We've been doing this only in Belgium for now, and we're looking to expand to the rest of Europe at the end of the year. We recently also raised our pre-seed, which it says 850, but it's actually 900,000 euros now. And it's geared toward 3 main things. First is hiring so that we can continue to expand on our technology, because so far it's only been Nils and me, and so we're desperately in need of more hands and brains. Secondly is finish the year at 530,000 euros in revenue and launch into new markets. First is the Netherlands and then Germany. But after being here, it might as well be Austria. And then lastly is launch a subscription element to our business, which today isn't the case yet, and a B2B licensing test that we'd like to set up and see how we could use our technology in other ways. So we are always interested in investment conversations, so please come find us if that's the case. But other than that, we're also actively hiring, and if you know any lingerie companies, lingerie brands, I know it's not likely, but if you do, please come find us. We'd really love to hear from you. Thank you.
Questions? Thanks so much. Impressive pitch. My question would be more towards the business model, because right now, if I understand you correctly, you run that shop on your own and you sell those bras. Is that the vision, and how much will B2B come into this? So what's your take on your future business model?
Yeah, that's a really good question. One that we've honestly really struggled with to see where we want to put the balance. And I think what we decided on is we need the marketplace approach where we sell products and get feedback to improve our algorithms. And as soon as we get to a point where they're good enough and we can, this is also an industry where there's a lot of returns, it's on average 80% of returns. So if we can get to a point where we can get far below that, which is definitely the goal, then it's the point where we'll see and go out in the market. We have talked to marketplaces, to D2C brands on if they would be interested in this approach, and they would. Today, we're just not ready yet to license it. But I think we will always need the marketplace to gather our own data, because whoever we license it to, they don't have the data that we're gathering. A big part of it also is our own taxonomy that we're building on products across brands, and this is something no one else has, and we will continue having to test on our own. So we believe the marketplace approach is one that we can stay close to consumers, we can gather data on our own, but at the same time, we see opportunities to, as an add-on. So I'd say the balance would be more towards a marketplace, and the B2B licensing would definitely be an add-on that we see as a potential. Thanks.
Hi, thanks a lot for the impressive pitch as well. Quick question on scalability. You said that you send the users like test bras to their home and then they can test them. How will you overcome this challenge when expanding internationally and not just regionally?
Yeah, that's also a very good question. So far what we've done is we've done all of it in-house, which is a pain, honestly. And so what we're doing now is we're looking to outsource. So we found a fulfillment center to start outsourcing in August, so that the operational part that we can, we found a partner that wants to do this with us. So that's one aspect of, I think, the scaling. The second aspect is the inventory itself. So far, because I didn't tell this, but we started this during the pandemic because my parents' shops had to close down, and we actually started this to help them. So we started with their inventory. That was a big luxury for us because we had 20, 30 brands that we could work with that we didn't have to pitch for consigned inventory from the start. Now we're going out to pitch them. We already have a deal with one of Europe's largest manufacturers, which is very, very unlikely to get. And so we're pitching out more. So that's the second element. And I think in terms of the rest of scale, it's really our algorithms that we need to improve now to be able to scale faster, where today we still need a human expert in the loop. So I think that's our third approach. But I think our plan is to really start with the one fulfillment center and see how far we can get there. It most likely covers the rest of Europe, and it doesn't really change if it's Belgium or Austria. Thanks.
That's all the time we have for questions. Okay. Thanks, Camilla.
Thank you.